Why Duterte shouldn't mention fishing deal with spying next. Sona, a staunch critic of President Duterte, warned him not to mention in his State of the Nation address. Sona, on July 22 the so-called verbal agreement he made with China's President Xi Jinping allowing Chinese access to the country's exclusive economic zone, EEZ, in the South China Sea. Senior Associate Justice Antonio Carpio said including the agreement in the President's speech would give it confirmation and make it legally binding since the Sona is addressed to the nation. Carpio added that while Foreign Secretary Teodoro Locsin Jr. already clarified that the agreement is not foreign policy, if the President will confirm it in the Sona, we cannot get out of it anymore. We are bound by that, he said. The only way to undo this consequence is if China allows us to undo it left square bracket but right square bracket. You can only undo it with the consent of the other party, Carpio said. Early this month, President Duterte claimed he struck a deal in 2016 with Xi allowing Chinese access to the Philippines' 370-kilometer EEZ in the South China Sea. Carpio further warned, you know China has the largest fishing fleet in the world. Their fishing fleet looms over the oceans and seas all over the world. It will take them a short time to deplete read left square bracket Recto right square bracket bank or even the West Philippine Sea. You can see what left square bracket already right square bracket happening. Fish stock left square bracket in the area right square bracket has been going down, he said. Arbitral ruling anniversary. Carpio was one of the speakers at a talk yesterday called 3 years after our nation's arbitral victory, an environmental crisis, a forum hosted by Stratbase-Albert del Rosario Institute. The forum served to commemorate the 3rd anniversary of the arbitral ruling under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, declaring that China's claim to historic and other sovereign rights related to the 9-line violates international law. Other resource persons were former Foreign Secretary Albert del Rosario, former Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales and lawyer Chel Diokno, among others. Carpio said once the President confirms the agreement in his speech, China can fish in an area at least 59 times larger than Scarborough left square bracket Panatag right square bracket shoal. Left square bracket under the agreement right square bracket. We are allowed to fish in Scarborough Shoal, they are allowed to fish in left square bracket a much larger right square bracket reef bank. It's lopsided, because right now, we are only allowed to fish outside left square bracket Scarborough's lagoon right square bracket. More unlawful act if the President appears during the Sona and says, yes, I confirm, the agreement, then we're dead. I mean, we're bound by that. I think we should all tell everybody to tell the President. Please don't say it, he added. Del Rosario also lamented the Duterte administration's move to shelve the arbitral ruling, resulting in more unlawful acts of intimidation and bullying in the South China Sea. He also wants to know whether the verbal agreement is now Philippine policy, with a warning that it is a clear violation of our constitution that mandates our president and our military to defend what is ours. Del Rosario and Morales issued separate statements urging Filipinos to find creative and viable means to enforce the ruling. Morales said the communication that she and Del Rosario filed in the International Criminal Court accusing China of crimes against humanity for its destruction of the Philippine Seas was one such move. Marine Wealth Protection Diokno presented the law for the protection of the country's marine resources. Diokno also cited Presidential Decree No. 1599 issued in 1978 recognizing the country's sovereign rights over the EEZ and its exclusive jurisdiction with respect to the establishment and utilization of artificial islands, installations and structures. He cited Republic Act No. 9522 signed in 2009, which defines the country's archipelagic baseline including the EEZ, and Administrative Order No. 29 issued by then President Benito Aquino III, which names maritime areas on the western side of the archipelago to include the EEZ specifically. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.